tweyanziza mwebale no mwebalire erala bwe nandibaire abaliere nalikubire kwengale dama Nairobi. Share. Good, thank you. Muli mu class. Thank you so much Nairobi. Thanks so much everybody.
Thank you. We will have the national anthems. May we all stand up to respect the national anthems.
Prime Minister, who is the sunrise of Busoga, together with all the ministers present to this occasion. Your Excellence, it is exactly 1 year and 4 days since you presided over the launch of the first Busoga Consortium Work Plan 2022-2023 under the 10-year Busoga Development Agenda at the Civil Service College. During that occasion, Your Excellence, you pledged to work with His Excellence, the Chinese Ambassador, and Busoga leaders, led by our Mama, the Right Honorable Rebecca Litwala Kadaga, to attract strategic development partners, stakeholders, who would aid the actualization of Busoga's transformational agenda as elaborated in the Busoga Development Agenda. I take this opportunity to appreciate you for loving Busoga, for lobbying, and for prioritizing Busoga at your heart and in your national agenda for the socio-economic transformation of Uganda. Your Excellency, I vividly remember your first statements you shared with us while you had just assumed office. One of your main agendas was to guide the top 5 sub-regions that had failed to emerge, that had failed Uganda from attaining middle income status, and Busoga was among those. And we are so proud that amongst the very many sub-regions, Busoga happens to be either number 1 or number 2 within your ladder of priority. I want to thank you, Your Excellency. Please let us give a big thunderous applause to the Vice President. Your Excellency, the purpose of today's occasion is threefold. 1, to celebrate and witness the passing out of 360 beneficiaries of the Huawei Digital Truck ICT project that was flagged off on 3rd May and ran up to the 20th of June 2023 in Busoga. This project has been implemented through a collaboration between the Busoga Consortium, Huawei Technology, and the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, under which it is guided at the ministerial level. The beneficiaries, who are mainly members of the informal sector, Your Excellency, such as the hairdressers, welders, carpenters, and so many others, as well as students, have been equipped with basic computer entrepreneurial skills, as well as knowledge critical for business and academic success. The project is in line with the BDA pillars on education and skills development, industrialization, private sector development, as well as the Parish Development Model that Your Excellency you are the Vice Chairperson at the topmost level next to His Excellency the President. Number two, we are here to recognize the contributions of the outgoing Busoga Consortium Governor, Mr. Sanya Ronald, whose one-year term has come to an end based on the BCD MOU governing instrument. Mr. Sanya's term, Your Excellency, shall be, among others, be remembered for laying a firm foundation for a united and coherent political leadership able to lead the transformation of Busoga over the next 10 years of the BDA implementation. Your Excellency, I wish to equally take this opportunity to thank you, also the Minister of Local Government. And then we have Mirembe Esther. Mirembe Esther is the Public Relations Office of the Consortium, but she's also the manager of NBS Radio. And then lastly, present is Mr. Kayemba Patrick Gavamokulia. Mr. Kayemba Patrick is the Director for mobilization, committee mobilization and mindset change. Your Excellency, I want to thank you. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate all of you, our graduates. Congratulations on this.
Huawei Digital Truck, the people of Busoga, all protocols observed. Sorry. Before I make any remarks, please allow me to the achievements of Kamuli, beneficial from the Huawei Digital Truck project that have demonstrated excellence, innovation, and leadership in applying their digital skills. They are ambassador of the Huawei Digital Truck project and the digital transformation of Uganda. This project is an example to how digital technology can transform lives and create opportunity for all, hence aim to bridge the digital divide and empower the rural communities with digital skills. The Huawei Digital Truck project was launched by smaller business owners who are also known as Jukali. The project is aligned with Uganda's Vision 2040 National Development Plan and the Education Digital Agenda Strategy. Today, we are proud to recognize the achievements of the grantees from the Digital Truck project in Kamuli district and the Busoga region. Over the past few weeks, in Busoga region, we are glad to have 80 graduates from the Jinja, 100 graduates from the Iganga, and over 420 graduates for Kamuli. Please join me in congratulating all the beneficiaries in the ancient Busoga region. Let us give the people of the Busoga a round of applause. Our brothers and sisters of Busoga inspired us to dream big for a more connected, intelligent Uganda. The number of graduates I just mentioned does not cover the whole population, as quoted to the Uganda's Bureau of Statistics. Busoga sub-region in eastern Uganda has a population around 3.9 million as of 2021. The people of Busoga have showed determination and love for obtained digital skills, which I believe will contribute towards the digital growth within the Busoga region.
Obugalo!
A very good noon to all of you. It is my great pleasure today to join you here at the Huawei Digital Truck project certificate handover ceremony. And very much impressed by the great hospitality and warm welcome of the Busoga government and people, and their enthusiasm and expectation toward China-Uganda practical cooperation and cultural exchanges. On behalf of the Chinese Embassy in Uganda and in my own name, I wish to extend the warmest greeting to all of you and applaud for Huawei Uganda upon continuously organizing such a wonderful program. Taking this opportunity, I wish also to warmly congratulate our outstanding trainees upon their success. I want to thank the government of Uganda for their continuous efforts to coordinate, promote, and facilitate foreign investments. Your Excellency and the Right Honorable distinguished guests, it is through your hard work and valuable support that foreign investors, including Huawei, and their investments can go from strength to strength, while also make their own contribution to socio-economic transformation of Uganda, especially in the sectors of infrastructures, ICT, and education. I have learned about Huawei's Digital Truck project since its incubation phase early last year. This program. That's because our Excellency Vice President, for her guidance and support, for his love to her hometown and the whole country. But one day, I was called by Her Excellency to her office, and we discussed how to support the development in Busoga. And one of these support is this Digital Truck program. That's how it started in Busoga. Thank you, Your Excellency, for your support. And we are happy to work with your office to bring more development projects to Busoga area. Ladies and gentlemen, the 20th Congress of the Communist Party of China was successfully held in October. During this important event, China has drawn a blueprint for its own national development up to the year 2050. China aims to build great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation on all fronts through a Chinese path to modernization.
Of Uganda and Umeda Webugweri Mutesi. Honorable Mutesi Sangarombona. Your Excellency, the Ambassador of China to Uganda and your dear wife. I am Busoga Kona Kakatono, Atrari Girisa. Vice President Charina Alandi Aruko Dokuja. Aya katika soke watu wange abe bugabula twainabo memalenje so mukuri kumungalo. Excellency, mine is really just to say thank you for the support to the Busoga Consortium. Ever since you came to that office, you have been consistent, you have been supportive, and our programs are moving. So I want to thank you very much, Your Excellency. Last year we were in Jinja, the Civil Service College, and committed publicly to support us, and here we are. I want to thank Huawei Digital Truck for supporting us and making Busoga region the first beneficiary of this national program. Pirano abantu abasomye kansule tumusomye bujabi kozesa kansule tudako bano kwanti bwemperese bidandali e China bintwalira nakwimeka mu meri abenda ko liteti ngolu kubita kunakani technology okobe nti ndipenda kueleza mamba mu United Arab Emirates bena mbefanane etya standard etuwe kwisimu otegeeko okukola ekyo. Ate tujja kuba ku TikTok. Kubanga muyinza okuba nti nfaananiza eri expert bya TikTok gona omulimu gwange ng'osiba okuva ku ky'okusobola eggulu. So ebyo mufunye ebimwegereesebwa mubikozese okutereeza obulamu bwammwe. I want to thank Huawei Technologies for making it possible for our ordinary people to have access to a business center. The residents were mobile, they were moving from trading center to trading center, parking and ordinary people would come in and study. So it's been, those who do not have access to business center were able to access the knowledge from the Digital Truck. And I want to thank them very, very much for that. Let me thank the Busoga Consortium for development, for the work done, because we are working on our agenda. We are going step by step, and we are keeping what we had agreed to do. I want to thank the Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, and our Director General of the Consortium, Mr. Anthony Muller, for the work done always consistently, voluntarily, and the excellence for you for allowing him to come and do the work of the consortium, despite having offshore work in the office. Your Excellency, the Ambassador of China to Uganda, I want to thank you for the support and friendship. It has been long, it has been enduring, and is very, very committed. So I want to thank you and ask you to continue supporting us. Now, because of time, I would like to just invite the members of the Busoga Consortium, the Executive Committee, Chairman Iganga, welcome. Iganga, Vivika Koneku. Chairperson Leader of Iganga District.
Bana ba Chairpersons muveyo.
Zhang Ling Hong, the Ambassador of China to Uganda, the Honorable Members of Parliament present, the RDC, in addition to the traditional factors of land, capital, labor, and entrepreneurship, I hasten to inform you that ICT has today intensified competition in all sectors across the global market for both services and products. The people of Busoga and the rest of Uganda cannot therefore afford to be left behind on this front. In real life, jobs today are in commercial agriculture, industry, services, and ICT sectors. And that's why, Your Excellency, apart from being expert in ICT, we are also envisaging that the youth who are graduating today will be able to tap into the network of information in ICT to acquire jobs. But as it has already been said by the Right Honorable and Your Excellency, also to help to market the products we have, but also to get information about the products which are elsewhere in the market which we need. I am glad to note that today's ICT graduation ceremony is interlinked with an important timeline in the activities of Busoga Consortium for development. The changing leadership, etc. As you are aware, Busoga Consortium Development is a flagship program that is housed in my office, the Office of the Vice President. And I was very glad, Right Honorable, to find that program when I assumed office as the Vice President. But maybe we may wish to ask ourselves a question that how then does Busoga Consortium Development tap into Huawei Digital Truck ICT program? I am happy to inform you that Busoga Consortium strongly promotes a bottom-up model to citizen-led approaches to development. Let me also remind you that the development intervention by Busoga Consortium Development are crafted on the basis of local existing strength and development potentials of Busoga region. Huawei ICT programs are therefore a great catalyst to Busoga Consortium development programs and objectives. I am strongly convinced, therefore, that both Busoga Consortium development and Huawei Digital Truck programs shall go a long way to galvanize regional grassroots coordination of government programs and projects, including PDM. As government, through the Ministries of Gender, Labor and Social Development and that of Information and Communications Technology, we are committed to promote good governance through timely delivery of services, most especially to the informal sector communities. Our mandate in this noble cause is to provide strategic and technical leadership, overall coordination, support, and advocacy on all matters of policy, laws, regulations, and sustainable strategies, which will enable our people to optimally harness and utilize ICT in all spheres of life for the ultimate goal of national development. I take this opportunity to thank you, Your Excellency, Zhang Linghong, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Uganda, for strengthening the relationship between Uganda and China. You have been at the forefront of encouraging companies such as Huawei to come and work in Uganda. Equally, I thank you for honoring my request to expose our local government leaders, the LC5 chairman and the city mayors of Busoga sub-region to modern leadership and management. I am aware that they will soon travel to China for specialized leadership training. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. This means a lot to us because as you are talking there, you know that we as Uganda would like to modernize, would like to industrialize, would like to move to middle income status and beyond. And these chairmen, when they go there, that they will learn and come and replicate here in Busoga, but indeed in Uganda. So that's no mean achievement for us. We appreciate that very sincerely. Efforts of the Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Affairs, who is a patron of Busoga Consortium for Development, for her guidance to the consortium. Right Honorable, thank you very much. I remember when we launched the roadmap, the programs for the consortium for the next 10 years, you were very, very categorically clear that we need, as Busoga, first and foremost to work in cohesion, teamwork, but also deal with the issues which are in that work plan as on a case-by-case basis. I also thank the line ministers and MPs from the sub-region of Busoga for your collective effort to support the Busoga Consortium for Development. I also thank the technical people running the consortium, led by the Director General, Mr. Mula Anthony, for steering well the courses of Busoga Consortium. Mula is my officer in the office. I want to thank you, and I thank the people of Busoga for grooming such a young talent. He's a very competent person in the office. Let's keep the promise that we made to the people of Busoga to walk the talk in light of the implementation of the work plan which we launched in the Busoga Consortium for Development. Let me hope that the good leadership and focus of Busoga Consortium for Development We will continue to attract both local and foreign companies, such as Huawei, to come and work in this part of the country. Your Excellency, you remember we had also promised that we will, because of the enormous work that we have in that work plan, we also attract other development partners. So it is our responsibility to continue speaking about our development agenda in as far as the consortium is concerned, and attracting more and more companies. As I end my message, ladies and gentlemen, let me also thank you for always supporting NRM, President Museveni, in whatever intervention that he brings to you. LC5 Chairman, please help us to ensure that the Parish Development Model program succeeds. Because that money is meant to pull out the people of Busoga and Uganda from poverty. And what we are doing in the consortium here, and what the PDM program means also, is the same objective of improving the livelihoods of the people of Busoga, availing them jobs, but also most importantly, enabling them to join the money economy. So as you are there in China, when you go for that trip, you'll be asking them questions. How did they reach where they are now? Because the idea is that we also are aspiring to reach where they are now in terms of the development. Nsava mwongere okuwajira President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ni mu What did my translator write here? You know, you're right, Honorable. Sometimes when His Excellency the President is in the villages there, when you write for him or something, he says, this one doesn't look. I wanted to end by saying, Nsawa mwogere, okuwajira, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, ni munkumi, ebiri, ni abiri, na mkaga. His Excellency the President is soon visiting Busoga sub-region, as we had told you again, Lord Bishop, when we were in the Women's, the Mothers Union ceremony. He will come to interact with the leaders of Busoga and all the people of Busoga. But it is very important that we continue recognizing his efforts, but also projecting our minds, even as we are dealing with issues of so that we know that in 2026 we're in consensus with His Excellency the President. I thank everybody for your kind attention, and I congratulate you once again, and I wish you nice celebrations over the achievement that you have made today. Your Excellency, I have no words to thank you and your team and Huawei, but as the people who are aspiring to reach middle income status, we can only say that let's consolidate our bilateral relationship so that we can be like China. I thank you once again.
Paintings, Right Honorable Mama Vice President, and song alongside this cultural exchange. So allow me to also let them sing. Let the team from the Luyanzi Institute of Technology.
Mr. Zai, can you come around? Sound please. Can I also in the meantime invite Kikulira Simon here, Mukachwezi here, Naigaga, Madoba Paulo, and Iguru Daniel. Can you come here? Here. Remain around for a group picture. Now we are going to group photo.
Ready?
Just a comma, please.
Us here in Kamuli, and also we thank God for the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Alupo, for honoring and blessing this occasion. Lord, we pray that she's soon leaving and she's going for other duties, Lord. We just commit her into your hands, Lord, for journey mercies whenever she shall go. And Lord, we thank you for the Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, who is the host in this. We thank you for His Excellency, the Ambassador of China, and all the guests who have come. Bless us the whole of this day, in the name of God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yama kwa nata.
Neyanziza. Toyanziza mwebale no mwebale lelala.